Welcome guys and girls to the second of this video of the channel talking about Gerodon, because let's face it, I've got no social life. Today we'll be delving into the region of Gerotine, and we'll talk about the places, people, and maybe mention a few key points in time for the region. But just before I start, I wanted to mention I use Minecraft to help me create and imagine the world, and some of the builds are from Instagram or tutorials that I picked up along the way. I want to state that I will include credits for those that I can remember, but if I can't, then I'm sorry and I hope you understand.
You don't scare me!
So after begging for my life, welcome to the region of Gerotine, the capital of the world. Gerotine is most notable for being the home of the capital of Arun. The capital is the largest known city of the 4th era, and it is said it was the first city and will be the last city. The city is made up of 3 sections divided by thick, tall walls. The first section is called the King's Bay, as it is the closest to the Pearl Sea and has the grandest bay of Arun. Many trade ships come and go from the capital, and its army even has a small fleet of ships. Most of the capital's poor and destitute, however, live in this part of the city. Most work at the docks, in brothels, or do not work at all, and have no homes. The wall is often guarded heavily as well, making it hard for anyone who makes the name for themselves to get through. The middle section of the city, and home to the wealthiest, is called the Citadel. This is where the palace is located. Tall steps lead up to it, and inside it had the long halls leading to a throne room. The top of the palace is circular, and has a small walkway leading to a tower that sits on a floating island just behind the palace and over the King's Bay River. It is known as the Tower of Light. This is where the Emperor sits, however no one has seen the Emperor in many years. The Citadel's population is made up of very wealthy people. Most make their money for trade that they deal across Arun. One of the most notable persons of interest is Yarvik Latharin. The Latharin family work and own the docks at the King's Bay. Yarvik is the head of the house, and is often seen walking down to the docks to oversee them. However, he is known for his temper and is followed by a personal guard. There are 3 more notable places in the Citadel, the first being the Sept of the Mothers and Fathers. Located close to the palace, this is where most people are allowed to come and pray to the gods. The second is the School of Malvik. This is a tower located to the north of the Citadel, and it is where young students, if they can afford it, go to study magic. Most of the students that leave serve as mages for wealthy families across Arun. The last place or places of interest in the Citadel is the Chained Rocked Estate. These are a few floating islands that are held down by chains that float over the city. The most wealthiest live there. For example, Thanos Goldhair, an elf who is known for his travels around the world and books he writes on them. However, it is rumoured he doesn't really make or partake in his travels. I think we know who he relates to. Past the gatehouse is the third section of the capital. This is where most farming is done. There is also a small bay for barges to travel up the river to small towns alongside it. It is also a place for most housing for guilds. For example, the Bounties Guild House, a building where most bounty hunters and travellers go to sleep, learn, and drink at. Most definitely drink at. The Knights Guild Castle, a place for their guild members to learn and sleep. However, they don't just let anyone step foot on their property, or join the guild, for that matter. The Councillors Guild also have a temple outside in the outer city, where some of their warriors come to stay and report to the leading members about matters of importance. The north of Gerotine is very beautiful, with lush rolling hills and a small forest. The beaches are lined with golden sand, and much of the wildlife is harmless. Herds of Calmel are said to roam the hills, however very common are the cows and sheep. In the forest, deer are seen as well as boar. However, there are packs of wolves, and it is said that spirits roam the forest as well. The south of Gerotine is also made of rolling hills. However, it has a small mountain range that is covered with lush green trees. Near the south coast is an abandoned tower. The King's Eye Tower is said to be the place where the Emperor used great magic to slay the Ashen Lord and destroy his army, sending them back to Ashfell. There are also lovely farms in the south, one of which being Arrowhead Farm, known for its very sweet and alcoholic mead, which is made of honey and berries. In the west of Gerotine is a small town on the crossroads called Caden, and further north there's a mountain range called Peak Points. Not many people travel there, as it is said that there are foul beasts that lurk in the mountains. However, there is a rumour that there is a tower that sits behind a lush waterfall that flows into the Gaijoin River. And there we have it, ladies and gents, the region of Gerotine in the 4th era. If there are any noticeable points that you want to learn about or want me to make a video on, please leave a comment. We will eventually be going over the guilds of Gerodon, and hopefully I'll be doing some videos on moments in history. Hopefully I'll be putting out some more videos very soon for you guys to look forward to.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But for now, I have been Angel Lucifer, and it's been a joy.